Hello, everyone. This is Mo from Mo in the Deep End, and we are here for Legal Shenanigans Theater presents Knives Out, Vape Gone, the Courtney Clenney story or interrogation, part deux. And thank you, Squid Pro Quo. I am I am deeply humbled and slightly discombobulated, if you will, at the recent increase in subs. So I'm very grateful and thankful. So there you are, and I can't believe it, y'all. And thank you for the redirect, Nicholas and Aaron Olivia. We are here somewhere. Location is a social construct.
Yes, very much so.
Good evening, Phoenix. I hope you are doing well. So we are right at the point where I think both I know. So do you wanna know what my kids said when they heard? We were driving to pick up Mr. Mo's car after getting its oil changed, and I was just casually talking to Mr. Mo and said, "Yeah, this is what I've got." And my kids were like, "How did you get 3,000 subs?" And I said, "Well, some people think I'm funny." And all my kids were like, "You? People think you are funny?" So
Oh, kids. If they
and
only
then they were
knew
like, "We should buy a cake for your 3,000."
if they only knew about the languages you have created, Mo.
Well, I'm kinda glad that they don't watch because I can't imagine.
Yeah. Oh, we'll have to
So
come up with one for Miss Clenney.
oh, yes. I'm still so jealous of her robe.
It looks fancy. I mean,
It does look fancy.
it's,
Oh,
you know,
yes, probably. No, they're probably deeply embarrassed. I know my older girls are like, "Yeah, my mom does something with wigs, we don't know." I'm sure their friends probably think I'm in a padded room somewhere.
probably, but hey, I mean, it could be much, much worse. Mm,
It could be. It could be.
but,
All right,
mm,
guys, let's
I'll
get going. Oh,
I'll
what?
s I'll stabbing into only Clenney.
Oh my gosh. I I seriously want to see Hello, Slutty Pie from, Rumble. I was gonna say not YouTube.
Well, yeah, it's not that nice of a robe now because it's covered in some dude's inside stuff.
Um, Applications for brother husband are always under consideration. I am working on Mr. Mo because then he would only have to take the trash out twice a month, and there would be 2 people to handle my crazy, but still he has not, joined this and we could get a TLC show, which would be, oh my god, my life goal. Could you imagine me on a TLC show, a reality show?
Brother husbands.
Yeah. Why should dudes get a bunch of wives? But the only fatal flaw in this is now I have 2 it would happen, dual man colds. Could you imagine? Could
Yeah,
you
that would be a
imagine the
little rough.
whining? And the laundry. This
Uh,
this is
yeah,
not a good idea. It sounds
true.
much smexier in books.
I don't know what kind of books you'd be reading, Mo, but
Oh, my Kindle needs all the Jesus. My Kindle needs all the Jesus.
oh lord. Does it are you have you ventured into Bigfoot?
Oh, yeah, no, I send Mr. Mo the weird things that I find, like, there are tentacle things and weird things and monsters and all sorts of things you'd never think of. it's there, and I take a screenshot, and I send it to Mr. Mo, and he is like, "What in the hell are you sending me?" And I'm like, "Isn't this amazing, the weirdness people come up with?" And he's like, "No, no, this is terrible. Why are you sending this to me?"
It's horrifying.
And I'm like, "This is my love language. Horrifying you is my love language."
That's
I have no idea why it dropped for that date. I have no idea. To be honest, I am very confused about how YouTube works.
yeah.
So if you are new here, and you are not quite sure what we are doing, we are watching the interrogation of Courtney Clenney, the OnlyFans model, repped by her father, who in her story, javelin hurled probably a gosh darn steak knife into the chest of her boyfriend, whom she was videotaped several times being very aggressive and basically domestic DVing, if you will.
Yes.
And this is right after she has javelin hurled a knife into him, perforated him, if you will. And she does not know that he is not alive. These two detectives are doing a suboptimal job of asking her questions while she flashes her chesticles at them.
Yes. Yes, they are terrible, terrible detectives because they're only detecting, well, I would say one thing, but it's technically two. Um,
Yeah.
they're not doing a great job at all. Oh,
Yeah,
and there is
they're letting her wipe off blood. Like, that's where we stop. She
yes.
realized she had some blood from the victim probably, and she
Mhm.
was using a paper towel to wipe it off.
And
Good
throw it in that
afternoon, Christine,
it
and half Irish, and, Tom?
and
Yes, this is she.
yes.
Not a clue. Less than me, more than A, so I don't know.
Silicone.
She's not wearing a minimizer is all I'm saying. Alrighty, I should have this, let's see, loudinated. Alrighty, let's get this show on the road. Oh, well, it would be loudinated if it wasn't muted.
Oh yeah, when I was up against the wall, I mean when he had me like this, I was just trying to get it off. Yeah, you're trying to get it. But it wasn't. I didn't feel. I didn't feel. You felt the pressure. It wasn't a long time. Yeah. It wasn't a long time, and it wasn't extremely hard. It was kind of just like
That's what she said.
I don't know. I don't know. If that makes
I'm a
sense.
terrible person.
And
Straight
then
to
you put you on the
purgatory.
ground after that. And then you said something that you don't remember what you said. Gritting his teeth. Okay. And then he let you go. Yes. Okay. And you got up and then what happened?
Probably.
I went into the kitchen. I picked up my phone from my charger. Okay. Called my mom. Actually, at that point, I walked into the living room, just on the couch. I didn't sit it before. I walked in the living room. I called my mom. You could see I was calling my mom. Okay. That made him angry. I went in his living room, took us on the couch. He came in there and tried to get the phone out of my hand. So I went back into the kitchen. And at that point, I was sitting there and I grabbed the knife, which. Did he ever get the phone out of your hands? Or? No. 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 He just came over to me and was trying to get it.
Okay, so at this point, she has a phone and a knife in her hand, and he is allegedly looming over her. Now,
Yes.
you would think if you are scared to death, you would run, not go back into an enclosed kitchen,
Mhm. 'Cause she said
or
go ahead.
dial 911. Maybe your mom is not going to help you.
Yeah.
I mean,
because
us moms have magic powers, but
at this juncture, she had said that he pushed her up against the wall and was um, hand hugging her against the wall
neck hug.
and a neck hug, yes, and then went to the
But
floor and continued the neck
not
hug while
hard
she,
and not long. It
yeah.
was a soft neck hug. It was a limp neck hug. I mean, these are the kind of things I would say as a detective, so this is why I'm not a detective. Because 'cause I'd
Yes.
be like, "Wait, so he had a limp neck hug and this terrified you because you weren't
Yeah,
getting paid for it on a
yeah,
video?"
yeah, while she's talking to dear mommy, and it's like, oh, this woman, I
So
tell you.
yeah, and if you're a mom and you are hearing your daughter being attacked, you you leave that phone on, you find another phone, and you call and or text 911 there. None of this makes sense.
Maybe mom could have called her Courtney's alleged attorney, which is her dad, who's not an attorney, and maybe he could have called 911.
He is her third party intervener, Vale. Be
And
nice.
there's 69 people viewing. Nice.
Woohoo! Giggity.
It's
I'm a
so appropriate
12-year-old
for this
boy.
one.
It really is.
Yes.
I'll take your word for it. All right.
And then once it doesn't. I don't not think that this was. I don't know. I really don't know if this is justified at all. I just don't know. Well, I really don't know because I
If
know
you're
I was scared,
questioning
but I
whether or
really
not
don't
you
know.
were justified or not, it probably means you weren't.
Yeah, no.
It's like, I don't know. I don't
Like,
think it was justified, guys.
her defense lawyer hearing that is just like, "God bless America. Where is my bourbon? Someone give me my day bourbon before my
Yeah.
night bourbon. Fuck it, give me my night bourbon. Come on. It's past 3
Just, you
minutes."
know what? Just give me the damn bottle.
Yeah, and the crazy straw.
Yeah. It's like we be day drinking, folks.
Because I grabbed a knife. I grabbed a knife and I said, like, pretty much just like, don't get any close to me. And then said something, and then I just like threw it. And I really how exactly did you throw it? Did you just throw like that? How many times? No, how exactly did you throw it? Like you threw it like this, or kind of like flung it at him overhead, or how did that? Oh, I just flung it. You just flung it?
Oh, so you flung it like flippin' Gambit? Are you kidding me? Ma'am.
Yeah.
No. This is first of all, she probably used a flippin' steak knife, and the chef in me is like, "Whatever." I've already made my rant about that. But second of all, those things are not weighted. They do make throwing daggers that are
Mhm.
perfectly weighted to throw and, stick in what you have. I can imagine that if you throw a steak knife, it's gonna land on its handle. So
Yes. And Courtney knows all about sticking it in what you have.
true, she is an expert. She'll be her own expert at her own trial. Oh my god, that would be hilarious. Please do that, defense. I know it probably won't help your
Yes.
client, but it would make me laugh. And
We're
really
calling our expert of sticking things into things, we're calling Miss Clenney. Like,
she's an
"Ma'am, what kind
expert.
of expertise do you have in this? Oh, have you seen my OnlyFans?"
She's an expert at plunging things.
Punching or plunging?
Plunging. Oh, and she
And
threw it with so much force, an unweighted, knife that she was able to get it through his sternum into his heart.
yes.
Y Sure, Jan, sure.
Mhm. Yes.
And the detectives are like, "Yeah, okay." I mean, maybe that's their way they do it. They're so laid back that they just let her, talk, and then at some point, they're going to interrogate further. But no, that's not how this happened. They let her go home until the family of the deceased boyfriend made a stink.
Yeah. It's so ridiculous. This this whole thing about they had, like, that they let her go, that
Uh,
it's just so ridiculous, but you can tell, like, I mean, these 2 idiots sitting here talking to her, they're just like, "Oh, yeah, your story completely changed the second time around, but no, like, it's good, fam." Can you shake them around again, please? Can you move them up again?
y Oh, and thank you. I've gotta get this pulled up so I can see those and write them down because I'm a dingus and did not do that. Y'all, we have figured out my temporary office, and my room is in more shenanigans than normal. So, the squirrel brain in me is on hyper squirrel. No one likes hyper squirrel. It's a bad thing.
Yeah.
So, thank you. I will squid pro quo. I'm probably going to add another mod. I am just completely um discombobulated this week. It has been it has been a week of Mondays this week, but good things have also happened, but it has been a week of Mondays, unfortunately. So let me get those memberships. Thank you, John, for gifting those. I hope you are feeling okay. And then we have got HT was gifted a membership, and Danielle, Awesome Possum, and Monty G. I am going to be upgrading my microphone too. I have a budget and I'm going to spend all of it because, why not? Mr.
Well,
Mo's like, "You don't have to spend all of it." And I was like, "Oh, no, I'm good."
I'm
Great
going to.
success. Well, so, Vale was telling me about a medium awesome, or not remote mic, and then Irish, uh, La Tejana. I I love that you changed your name for Baker. And then thank you, Kilobyte, for becoming a member of the Church of Mo. It is a really just a thing I'm working on for tax deduction and possibly to buy a big piece of land for a bunch of introverts in either Wyoming or Australia. I don't know. We'll have, basically all our own houses, but we'll have some meeting centers. So if people want to go and people, you can. But for the most part, you'll just be left alone. A
Where do I
commune of people who just want to be left alone.
where do I sign up for that at?
I Well, I'm working on it. I have to get my, churchy religion, thing. I'll have to ask the Scientologists how they get their, religion, uh,
All all you
authentication.
all you have to do is just watch Going Clear. You'll learn all about all of it.
I am probably the Thetan master, unrealized.
I don't know.
Tom Cr Tom Cruise is gonna be like, "Don't let her in." She's like when Kyle was the Thetan master. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Annabelle, for becoming a new member, and we will get back to the thing as I've tangented enough for today. Well, for this minute, let's be honest. Yeah, Scientology without the hazing, and, you can work on personal growth if you want to, but I'm not gonna make you. Look, I hate personal growth. It's hard.
So I don't have to hold tin cans in?
No, I mean, look, like, most cults are just there so guys can sleep with everyone's wives, which, I mean, hey, if it works for you, it works for you. But mine would just be like, "Hey, I just want everyone to be left alone. Um, and if you wanna hang out, then hang out." And there'd be a lot of books and stuff, but
So this sounds more like a commune than a cult.
there would be no patchouli.
Well, you
There
don't
would
have
be
to
no
have
patchouli.
patchouli. You can skip the
No,
patchouli.
that would be the only rule. No patchouli, and you have to wear deodorant, and you cannot be averse to bathing. Like, and no close talkers. No close
Because
talkers. I am just no.
yes, because
You're given
clean
one warning.
because cleanliness is right up there next to godliness.
Oh,
That's
hell
why.
yes.
See? There you
Yeah,
go.
as long as they're not an alligator or
Uh,
or anything weird, like a I don't care. As long as you wear deodorant, I don't give a damn. And and don't tell me about your kink unless I ask, because I might, because I'm weird like that. But unless I ask, don't go telling your, like, weirdness to everyone. Maybe we should
Yeah,
start keeping some things private just for, a thought.
yeah, and
Have
if
you
you're gonna
had
be a
it or
vegetarian, just don't tell everyone.
Oh my god, yes. If you're a vegetarian, don't tell us. But let's get back to the thing.
from
Like this.
okay.
Around
So
so
from
yeah,
like beside your
I'm
head?
holding it. Yeah. So not like okay, like I'm holding it like this. This is not the knife. Uh, the
The blade on it?
right the blade. I'm not. I for dang sure did not stab him. That would be insane. I mean, I didn't even think that this would touch him. But I mean, I thought that I would scare him. I would scare him by just grabbing it. I thought I would scare him by just grabbing it, but that didn't work. So anyway, comes at me and then I just flung it.
Okay.
And I was kind of just trying to fling it past
When
him.
you threw it, when you flung it, how close was he at that time?
I mean, I said 10 feet, but if this is 10 feet, it was definitely more than 10 feet.
Okay.
I mean, if somebody goes into my apartment, they can
Honey,
be up
you don't have a 10-foot
Yeah.
But I
wingspan.
did not. I did
Are you kidding me? Ma'am, someone give her a pencil. Someone give her a pencil and 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 have her fling it. This is absolutely unbelievable.
But fellas, so if you're not endowed very well, you need to find a lady like this because she'll think it's like, 12 inches, 15, because she has
Okay,
no understanding of size.
okay, Vale, look, I understand I don't have male appendage,
Dangly bits.
and well, dangly bits. So I really don't see her appeal because she looks strung out. But why?
I
Why are they so mesmerized? I mean, you've
of
already
her?
seen all her bits and all her bits and pieces.
Oh
I
god,
I mean,
like, I
there's no
have no
mystery.
idea. Like, because if you guys have not seen, if you see the pictures that are all, like, on the front pages of all the news places about this, like, it's one of her Insta photos, which is, like, filtered out to no end. But if you see her in her jail photo or her court photos where she's not wearing makeup, those 2
She
people
looks like
do not
Ronda
exist.
Rousey.
Like, yeah, those 2 people do not exist in the same universe. Like, they just don't. They're not the same person.
No.
And it's like, that to me is like, I don't understand that because, like, I know ladies who are just naturally beautiful, who don't need to wear makeup, and when they do, it's very little, and it just enhances their features. And it's like, to me, that is more appealing than it is to people who, like, wear clown makeup like
Y
Courtney.
well, yeah, I don't understand, uh, why they're just buying this hook, line, and sinker, and, I mean, okay, she's got C cups, but they're silicone,
Yeah,
okay, and?
but, I mean, it's because it's because people, well, dudes, I shouldn't say people, dudes like to sometimes not think with the head that's above their shoulders.
Ah, so
So, they and some dudes who are kind of lonely, creepy people, sorry guys, um, like, they think that they might have a shot at somebody that looks like this. And it's like,
ah,
but this is what you get though when you run across somebody like this. This is what you get. This is what you're going to deal with. I mean, it's like, look at Jodi Arias. Same thing. Look at Amber Heard. I mean, again, like, I don't find her remotely attractive, but like some people do. And it's like, but this is what you get. Like that whole, like, what is it, the hot to crazy scale thing? Like, that's just
Yeah,
not like, I don't
it
understand that whole thing.
yeah, well, and it's so sad. She's got so many men that think she's beautiful, but she is so insecure within herself that all this started because he waved at someone while going to get her very, very special, you know, 6-inch sub from Subway.
Which in her case was probably like at least 3 feet long. And she has no idea of what size it is. She's like, "Oh, yeah, I
Well,
totally ate one of those huge long subs."
to be fair, I have no spatial awareness. That's why I run into doors and stuff, or I heard people into doors. Maybe I was a border collie in my last life. I don't know.
I do the same thing. I run into stuff all the time. I have no awareness of it. I hit my head constantly on things because it's too
Oh,
big.
I'm glad it's not just me.
Oh, no.
That's
I
why I'm a menace. Mr. Mo is like, "Just get one of those Walmart carts instead of walking." I was like, "Oh, hell no. No, no. There'd just be cleanup on aisle 1
Yep.
and 2 and 3."
I
I'd be
have
like, "Ma'am, need you to get off of that."
I've run into so many doors and things and, like, in the door frames. I have a 3-inch long scar on my left forearm
Oh,
from
no.
catching it on a nail that just
Well,
tore my forearm up.
chicks dig scars, so there you go.
Well, I got a lot of them.
Ugh, it's just I don't understand why they just don't even seem to care. It's just like they came in on a Tuesday and they were like, "Look, my wife is making roast. I don't even wanna really be here." Okay.
Yeah. The detectives, you mean?
Yeah,
That was just to be fair, it was probably meatloaf.
true. They are in Miami. It might have been something funner than Midwestern fare.
True, very true. Uh,
Wanted to actually, I mean, injure him.
Mhm.
That
And what
might
did
be
he
okay,
do?
but
What
this
did
kind of thing.
what did he do after you flung the knife at him? Did he walk around or did he fall right then and there or what happened?
He fell down.
He fell down.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait a minute. She threw the javelin style knife and then she plugged in her phone?
Oh, she was on her phone with her mom. I mean, she can't just interrupt the call.
Giblets in heaven, I can't with this woman. I can't with these detectives. Like, "Oh, so you just perforated a man in the chestular
Mhm.
region, and your first thought was, 'Well, gosh, this is an iPhone and it's half charged. I don't want it to lose power.'
Well,
For the
she's
love
gonna
of
need
all
it
that is
later.
holy."
She's gonna need it later to either film or take pictures for her OnlyFans or search for a new dude.
Probably already had feelers out. Oh my god, this is
I'm
terrible.
sure that's not all she had out. Primarily her legs, but hey.
Haha. Hey yo.
Yeah. Or the chesticles.
You
Like
didn't
she does now.
walk around or anything like that, or still try and chase you, or what?
No,
Was it him?
You know where the net go?
Okay. And what did you do after he fell?
I ran over to him and grabbed him, and like it was just like a blur, but I ran over to him and I grabbed him, and I just said, "Oh my god, what do I do? What do I do?" Like I'm like the worst person to be around. What do I do? And he said,
Oh, nice table boob move.
Mhm.
That was subtle as a lead balloon. Really, wow.
Yeah. It's like, let me just show this out here just a little bit. Oh, there you go.
Look, I have one vice. I am the only human in the entire world who took up vaping at my age. You know what? I'm allowed to do it. I don't day drink, and I'm dealing with chronic pain, so bite me. Look, don't tell my mom either. I'm not gonna hear it from her either.
"You said call somebody," and I was on the phone with my mom.
He said that.
He said you just call somebody, and I was like, okay, I'm on the phone with my mom. I said, Mom, what do I do? What do I do? She said, call 911. I think I called 911. I actually don't remember.
Mhm.
That's obviously the easiest thing y'all can look up. I really don't remember. Why did I end up taking it closer to the door? I think that he walked closer to the door because we ended up closer over there. I think, yeah, he fell down close to the couch.
Yeah.
There's probably blood all over that white couch. I mean, I don't have bed sheet or anything. It's everywhere. We somehow ended up over like by the extra bathroom in our like little like laundry closet.
Yeah.
And there was like he was just bleeding a lot. And I was holding him, and he said, "Put pressure on it." Because I'm just thinking, I was like, he kept trying to lay down. He kept trying to lay down, and it looked like he was losing. I'm like, oh my god, God forbid I fucking lose Christian. Like I'm so okay with like us breaking up at some point.
God would like to be left out of this conversation, I believe. As the world's worst Christian and his, unappointed spokesperson, God would like to say he is not, really listening to her prayers right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
She is wearing maybe a swim top or a bra or some kind of thing, and then
A
a
boulder
robe
holder.
and some kind of pants, I
Yes.
hope.
Yes, they are some type of like track pant or lounge pants, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, and the robe and whatever it is that's got them things all
I
out
still
there
have
for these dudes.
I still have Uber robe envy, though, I will say. And as the world's worst Christian, I am required to say that even Courtney Clenney can reach redemption, but it's gonna take some work.
And a lot of plumbing.
Well, just admitting she's wrong and she's made mistakes, which I don't think she's up to
Capable.
yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's close enough to lingerie. It is
It might as
close
well
enough.
be.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I mean, her they've blurred out where her nipular area is because that's a slipping out, and, well, you can tell both of these detectives are heterosexual because of the eye placement,
Their
like
heads
the
haven't moved
new
much.
Binger was not
Yeah.
because of eye placement.
I mean, you can definitely tell Baldy over here, his head hasn't moved an inch since he sat down. He's like he is focused on what he's doing.
They no one's taken a note in, like, 30 minutes.
No. There's no notes that need
There
to be
should
taken.
Yes, there absolutely should be a I can't remember which, interrogation it is, and I'll try to find it. It's more in line with, the Judge Mo, The Punisher, series that I'm working on for bad parents, but, there is a very, let's just say, mulleted, and she kind of looks like Steve from Blue's Clues, a very tough, very no nonsense, female detective in that just kinda says, "Cut the crap," and she is awesome.
Yeah, and D. Robertson, Courtney has not ever, ever said that to a guy before.
She's like,
Those
"Thanks
words
for noticing."
yeah, she's like, "Pay up, sucker." That's what she said.
If you guys have ever seen Summer Rental with John Candy, uh, there is this character in there that bought his wife fake boobulars, if you will, and she goes up to every male character and she's like, "Will you feel them and see if they're natural?" And the husband's like, "Go ahead, I paid 15,000. She just wants everyone to feel them." And y and it is hilarious. I can't believe my mom let me watch it.
My
But, I
god.
mean, they didn't show them, but
You could just fill up some balloons and get the same effect.
Mm. They the older ones looked like tennis balls. They looked so darn uncomfortable. You can never lay on your stomach again.
Yes, yeah. No, no silicone.
No, look,
Point or now or obvious, whatever. I don't give a shit. But God forbid anything anything happens since. God forbid. So yeah. I just like he just kept trying to lay down and I was like, please fucking Christian, please don't do this, please don't fucking do this to me. And he kept sounding like he couldn't talk or something, like he was like closing his eyes,
yes, he was stabbed in the heart,
open your eyes
you
and talking to
muppet.
his mom and his grandma.
Why do you think he wanted to
And
lay
it just
down?
felt like
He was
Like,
Jesus. Like, "Don't do this to me, Christian." Well, dang it, Christian, why did you have to stand in the way of that knife I threw?
exactly.
You you knew I had a knife in my hand and I was gonna throw it. Come on, I throw everything in my hands when I'm mad. How dare you stand in front of me and
Yeah,
take it?
but God forbid that anything happened to Christian. God forbid. If anything happened to him, it's like you threw a knife at him.
It's like when, oh gosh, what is that horrid mom, Vander Snatch or whatever her name was, that horrid incubator that unalived her autistic son, and she was like,
Yes,
"I lost my son." And it was like, "No." Or oh, she was upset that he'd eaten frozen chicken nuggets,
yes,
and it was Vander Ark,
yes,
Shanda
yes,
Vander Ark,
yes,
and
that
she's like,
evil
"He
woman.
could have died." And I'm like, "Yeah, so
He
you wouldn't have
did.
gotten the pleasure of unaliving him, you giant bin bag of a human being who should go straight into the sun after being tortured like you tortured your son."
Yeah,
Just
I actually recently watched that. Uh, yeah, that woman has a special place. that she's going to go to.
Hello, Marissa, not Jung. Yeah, she deserves her own special Hades, and I hope that she's in Gen Pop, because things happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
But
would buy a pair of Levi's if I knew she had to make them for 15 cents, and I can't wear jeans anymore.
or just buy a bunch of like crappy cars in whatever state it is that she lives in, so you know that she has to make license plates for them all.
Yeah, but I'm a 100-aire. I'm not a bajillionaire, but maybe we can get Mr. Beast to do it.
True. Just go to a junkyard and buy all the cars and just license them all.
Yeah, with, justice for Timothy on them.
Yeah. And spelled in different creative ways.
Yeah, or you're a thunder cow. Just Shanda is stupid. I
Yeah.
don't know. That would be a campaign. Can you imagine the GoFundMe?
I mean, I'm sure lots of people would get involved in that one. Yes, there are many names that we can come up with for that piece
Honestly,
of
I
work.
would just if we were gonna raise money for that, as much fun as it would be to shame Shanda for the rest of her life, making, making an all-inclusive or a sensory park for kids with
Mhm.
autism would probably be better.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the good Mo talking. I mean, the bad Mo
Mhm.
totally wants to make an ISO cube for her where she has to do all the things that she made Timothy do. Maybe we could do both.
Well, we could make a sensory deprivation tank for her, because
I think
eventually
she'd
what
love
happens when you do that is eventually you go crazy. Slowly, but you
she already
eventually go mad.
crazy.
Well, it's a different kind of crazy.
True.
It's a
And
truly going mad in your own mind because you see no light, you feel nothing. It's yeah.
and thank you for
Feeling
joining us live, Dee Robinson and Eddie Martin. Or Edie, sorry, not Eddie. Reading is hard. I'm
yes.
such a dingus.
Unstimulated crazy. Well, that's not Courtney. She is definitely stimulated.
Yeah.
Like everybody was, every second was like a freaking minute.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what did you feel? He was the one who told me the blood pressure. I'm just like a freaking idiot. So I'm like trying to keep him upright because he keeps trying to
Hey,
lay down.
one
I'm
truth stay
I'm
told.
thinking blood flow,
Yeah.
right? He's like, you don't want to lay down if you're losing blood. That's what I would think. And he's saying just put pressure on it. So I don't remember what I got, but I got something and I just like put it on it. And I was like holding him and he kept trying to lay down. He's a freaking big man. So I was trying to hold him up and push it into him.
Was the knife stuck
What
on
did you
him,
push into him?
Or somebody pulled it out?
No, and I thought about, oh my God, I thought about this while you guys were outside. I was thinking,
Thank you
why
for
did
being a member for 1
why
month,
did it start
John.
bleeding so much? Because if it just like hit him, I'm thinking maybe it just, I don't know, like if it was really deep or not. I don't know if it just hit him and then came out, or if he
Oh,
grabbed it.
thank you
Because I almost got a little irritated with
for
him when I was
joining.
out there. Because I was like, I swear, this is freaking rule number 1. If you watch Game of Thrones or anything else, you're gonna
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. What in the hell is she? She is getting rule number 1 from daggone Game of Thrones.
Where they literally
I
unalive everyone.
she's like, "I watched The Red Wedding. I'm pretty sure I know how to do this."
I mean, it might also explain the whole weird relationship that she has with her daddy too. I mean, she learned it from Game of Thrones, y'all. Keeping it in the
Awesome.
family.
Awesome sauce. Congrats. Way to go.
Oh, is she referring to like
Oh,
3 months as a member?
I'm such a dingus. It has been a week of Mondays. I am Y'all, when I tell you that I am a little discombobulated about all the new subs, I am. I just am. And my room being a mess, it is just like, "Oh, for the love of Cheetos." My room being a mess is not my comfy place is disorderly. Uh, it well, the OnlyFans where daggone it, General T, the OnlyFans where I show someone else's boobs, not mine. Look, mine have been through 6 kids. If you'd like me to keep my shirt on, please send $20. That's how I work my OnlyFans. It's a reverse hostage situation. As I said, I'm a dingus a little bit. A lot of it today.
It's okay. I had to do a double take
Yeah,
too.
You
'Cause
have
I was like,
something in you.
"Oh, well, I
Typically, you
thought."
don't pull it out, right? I
But,
mean,
you
y'all
know,
would
some
never have
people don't
something to
announce until they're after their
So I kind
first
of got a little
trimester.
irritated because I was just assuming he pulled it out. But I don't know. Maybe it just fell out.
Did he have a
Oh,
good pullout
it
game?
just fell out? It just fell out of his sternum and chest. You assume he pulled it out.
Yeah, it just fell out, or, like,
No,
I mean, she
this
did say he
heifer
pulled it
probably
out.
done pulled it out, like, "I can give you a tracheotomy, just let me help."
I don't think that's probably what she was thinking about when she said pull out.
Oh my god. This woman is ridiculous.
I mean, at least she's not pregger, so at least he had good pullout game.
Oh my gosh, just she assumed it fell out of his sternum, you know, the bones that you nicked with a with and I'm still guessing it was a steak knife, because I don't think you would have thrown the butcher knife or the bread knife or the long fillet knife, but I could be wrong.
It looks a little bigger than a steak knife, but they looked, like, super fancy, so it coulda just been a fancier, larger steak knife or something.
She got the knives that are advertised by some, YouTubers, like the super sharp ones that never dull.
Like her.
She got Cutco knives.
I don't think
Cutco did not respond.
I mean, you know, this unaliving is sponsored by Cutco.
Oh my god, her and Bradley on together, could you imagine the yarns they would put up? Like, 100% true story.
Yes.
I was never there.
Oh my god, do you know what their offspring would be like?
Oh, dear lord, the dumbest person ever. Like, if two siblings mated, their kid would come out with flippers.
I mean, they might anyway, but that's a different
Thank you for
discussion.
joining. Oh my god, the dumbest person ever and a ginger. But I'm a fake ginger, so it's okay. It'll be a day walker, but still dumb. Still so dumb. And committing felonies at 3.
True.
A super felon. Great.
Could we give him, like, silicone flippers just to be on point?
We are not creating the X project of stupid criminals. This is not happening unless I get voted in president, and Mo for president, hand jobs for all.
I mean,
If you're unenthused with either of the candidates, feel free to write me in. I
is
just want CNN to have to call me and say, "What is this all about?" It would make my day.
is that what Courtney's punishment is gonna be? Hand
Yeah,
jobs
she's
for
gonna have
all?
to learn a vocation. She's gonna have to learn to weld.
Oh,
I'm not giving her anything sharp. Actually, she's not gonna learn she's gonna have to learn macrame because you don't get anything sharp like like Cheryl from Archer.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I have some horrific things going through my head, but
Okay,
yes.
so I need to explain hand jobs for all for the new people. I have 6 children. My oldest daughter is getting ready to go to college. My younger children are all boys, so I have 3 girls and then 3 boys because God decided I needed, to lose all my hair, because young boys are relentless, danger machines. They just are.
Can confirm.
So can confirm. So my boys were very, very discouraged that, after high school, they would have to go to more school. And I started talking to them because I'm a big fan of all of my children, male or female, learning, vocational skills because I think that's a dying art. And I think, that's a job that has security when a lot of college jobs don't have that security anymore.
Mhm.
Now, we were talking about working with our hands. We watched Dirty Jobs. I do have a video up. It's, I think, called Parenting Fail. I'm sorry, Mike Rowe, that explains it a little better. But my boys decided to shorten working with your hands to hand jobs. So, as we are driving to, their private Christian school, in the back of the car, I am starting to hear this conversation like, "Hand jobs are great. I'm gonna do so many hand jobs when I grow up. I'm gonna tell my teacher how much money I'm gonna make from hand jobs. Yeah, let's tell everyone hand jobs. Hand jobs are awesome. College is stupid." Yeah, I don't know why anyone goes to college. Hand jobs will be great. So I had to threaten them with, like, never having any electricity ever again in their lives, to not say that.
I mean, to be
But
fair,
it became an
it was working out okay for Courtney.
well, it was, I mean That's hilarious. My friend's daughter played the cello, and when she was 14 years old, her mom, uh, she broke her G string. She said so she told her mom she broke her G string.
I have also done that, but on the guitar. Yes.
My boy ate 6 ice cream, with chocolate chip cookie dough pieces on top. He asked if he might poop out cookies. He's just a scientist.
I mean, that makes logical sense to me.
It does.
Um,
It really does. But that is the origin of hand jobs for all, because if I were president, I would take all the funding that we are sending to colleges, turning out people that want to nanny us to death, into vocational schools where I think that a lot of young men would be and young women would learn a skill and get a lot of pride from working hard and achieving something and, being maybe their own boss. I think that's something that we've kinda lost in this culture because we've pushed so many kids telling them everyone needs to go to college.
yeah. No, I live in the boondocks, and out here, it's hard to find people that do stuff. There's a guy who, he's a plumber, and he has a company. Both of his kids work for them, and they're efficient as all get out because I've had them come do stuff here. And then I have an electrician, and his son works for him, and he was debating whether or not he was going to go to school or not to college. And he's literally standing in my living room on a ladder doing electric work. And it's like, dude, why are you going to go to college? Like, why don't you just do this? Like, you're going to make a lot more money doing this than anything else right out of the gate. It's like,
And And girls can totally get in. Actually, what I would do is everyone okay, in my perfect world, when you get out of high school, you would have to do a year of service either to your community, and it doesn't have to be backbreaking labor. You can work with old elderly people. You would find your skills. Now, obviously, we're not gonna put weirdos with elderly people, but
Yeah.
you would fill potholes, you would, go around with the trash people or the line people. You would do something, help clean up trash, find out something that you're good at, but make people have to do something to be included in their community. Work with, you know, the people around them. Have a sense of pride in your country or where you live. We've lost and have a sense of service. I mean,
Mhm.
have a sense of purpose. I just think that would be a good idea, but you know, I am just a weirdo redhead on the internet that wears a lot of wigs, so who knows? That loves
Yeah,
Sailor Moon and Futurama.
there's a lot of validity to what you're saying because we sure would crank out a lot less people like Courtney Clenney if that was the case.
Yes, there would be no OnlyFans service tour, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm afraid that
I mean, if you ended
yeah,
up
well,
there, okay.
he tried big government socialism. All localities would be in charge of their own. It wouldn't be a federal system, and I would abolish the FBI and CIA. So they would probably, uh, you know, take me out. And the Federal Bureau of Education because they have made kids stupider. And if you don't believe me, try to order anything at a fast food restaurant and get it right.
Uh,
Dang it. Well, okay, John, I'll give you a different job. You can be my secretary of something or other. I'll make stuff up.
Secretary of
My
Little
secretary
Sal.
of memes or something.
Little Sal's. That's what I'm going with.
Yes.
Okay.
Move the boobs, put them on the table,
You have any more
stretch them out.
questions? Yeah. What's your weight and height?
5'8", 150.
How about
Mess with the FBI and CIA not getting us in a bunch of crappy, stupid wars, your taxes would lower
Yeah.
because I'd stop all foreign aid too.
Not to
Because I don't
mention,
think that, Pakistan needs speedboats.
and it would be service, not employment for a year. It'd be service.
Yeah, it'd be like on weekends or, that kinda thing. Just something to give you a sense of community, to get young people back in the community thinking about others instead of attached to their phones and in their own little world of stupid,
Yeah.
watching TikToks and pretending to have Tourette's syndrome.
Yeah. Like churches used to do. Not gonna open that
Um,
bag of worms up.
I don't not gonna open that one up. I generally don't give political speeches, but honest to goodness, if just one person writes me in or two people, I just want a Wikipedia page, and I want CNN to have to call me and be like, Joe, there's like 5 write-ins for, uh, for this Mo and something or other. We're not sure who she is or they are, but we are confused. Thank you for attending my TED Talk." Could you imagine if they gave me an effing TED Talk? Holy crap, would that be ridiculous.
Hilarious.
Yes.
It'd probably
Yay!
be more entertaining than most.
Yeah.
Christians?
6'1", 210.
Christians, so you're a little heavier, significantly heavier.
Yeah.
Okay. As far as your DV history, how many times has he ever put his hand on you before?
How many times would take a guess in the 2 years you've been together?
Maybe like 5 times.
Okay.
What are they
Besides
testing?
putting his hands around your neck, I believe he says this is the
I
third time
think
he's done
he's talking about how many times they've had DV, I
Oh,
think,
okay.
and she said 5 times.
All right, that makes more sense.
And
I
then I
mean,
think he asked, how many times he's given her a pearl necklace, I think is what he said. Oh, your
and thank
necklace.
you, Fraudit Wrangler, for becoming a member. I'm gonna have to make a new board. I didn't think I was gonna fill it up, but I think I might. It's a good thing I kept that background wrapping paper.
I think that's what he said to Courtney. I didn't think I was gonna fill it up, but here we are.
Well, at least they weren't crayons and not slime. Well, that's probably a question they asked too.
Yeah. But that's more out of personal interest than anything else.
They should have had Courtney, and thank you, Vince, Clortho, for gifting a membership, and that went to Flux. So, awesome sauce. Yes, I am almost ready to unveil my Judge Mo costume. I need to order a couple more things because it occurred to me that I like Sailor Moon, and I have a wig of Sailor Moon, and she says, "In the name of the moon, I will punish you," and I'm like, "In the name of the Mo and the law, you're a dingus," or something like that. I'm working on my catchphrase, but I was like, a chance to wear my Sailor Moon outfit and buy a Sailor Moon scepter and call it tax deductible for reasons, I am there. So Mr. Mo was like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And I'm
Oh,
like,
dear.
"All the things, but you knew that when you married me." He's like, "I was not aware that you were a semi-theater kid." I was like, "Well, you're stuck now."
Yeah, you're stuck, buddy.
Yep.
Besides, we all know he likes it.
He was a little scared when I did my dude guy getup and looked kind of like a more slender Haley Joel Osment. He was a little confused. Or a try guy. With maybe slightly more testosterone. He was like, "I what is" he just turned around and walked back out of the door. He was like, "I'm not even gonna ask." No,
See,
he was he
that's what I
was
was
very
thinking.
confused.
I'm thinking what
He was
Sarah's
in no
thinking.
way. I don't know if her OnlyFans is still up. I am not sure. To be
Well,
honest,
it is
oh.
scattered far and wide on the internet if you're curious.
It is not a big secret. She has no Victoria's Secrets.
No, she does not have any secrets. And it's not the only thing spread far and wide.
Well, that's good. At least I'm not the only one.
As far as the neck around and the hands around your neck?
No, I mean, it's hit me in the head before. I don't remember when that was.
Close fist or how?
I'll just leave that out because I remember there was a time when he hit me really hard in the head, and
I am sorry, the cops aren't going to offer her a deal for, side deals after this, or at least it wasn't recorded.
I mean, she puts on a show in a little while.
She does. So, hang on, y'all.
maybe some
Hang on to
holidays.
your
I
tits.
can't even remember when it was.
Oh,
It might
don't
have
use
just been
my
like when we
word.
were drunk, but I know it happened, so I'll just leave that out because I can't give you exact facts. And I don't want to lie about anything. The last time was in Tulum. He grabbed me by my ear or something. We were both drinking. But there was a bench in front of our bed, and he threw me against the bench, and I hit the bench, my head at the bench, and I fell on the floor. There was another time my mom was on the phone and threw me into the wall in the bathroom. But, I mean, I am certainly a crazy person too. I mean, not crazy. I'm
She
very
just admits she was
aggressive.
crazy.
The problem with Courtney's assertions here is that every recording that has, showcased their domestic issues has been him being like, "Babe, would you calm down?" And her going full, you know, roundhouse kicking
Mhm.
and, getting a jab in.
Yeah, and slapping like a cartoon and the whole
Yeah,
9. Yeah, all the
going
videos show
full
her as the aggressor,
yeah,
and he's just
going full
defending
Ronda
himself.
Rousey.
Yeah.
Just so it you know, you may say one thing, but Courtney, the evidence proves that you're always the aggressor. So unless he waited until there were no cameras and he was so devious to, abuse you when there was no time or no cameras, it just no. Just
Yeah,
no.
yeah, exactly.
And just really particularly just feels like in a relationship, I guess.
And joking how many times we could.
Did she just say that was normal for a relationship? It's like,
I think
I'm
it would be
sorry.
normal for any relationship she has.
Yeah,
So in
like,
her world, it's normal.
yeah, like what you just said, throwing somebody against a bench, that's normal for a relationship, Courtney? Really?
Well, now
It's like, I mean, it's most likely not true to begin with, but still, like, that is not what a normal relationship is.
no, I mean, have there been times where I have used a Nerf, you know, thing on Mr. Mo? Like, when we're having Nerf fights, like, as the whole family? Yes, but I have never javelin thrown a knife out or,
Yeah,
I don't know that I could pitch him on a bench since he is 6'4" and solid.
yeah,
I'm I'd have to start, weightlifting again.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, now we're taking notes?
Whose name is on the lease?
Mine.
Is yours?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Don't go to the dark side. Stay here. We're
I have
funnier.
a mess inside, so we couldn't just find any IDs. Do you guys have any
Are you
IDs?
talking about the
The apartment?
Yes, at the apartment.
yeah?
Like where would we find his ID in you?
Well, I saw one of the police officers with a passport, so I don't know if it was mine or his.
Okay.
They were looking for both of our IDs.
Okay.
And I told them that mine would be in a tan purse or a brown purse that was on the ground. And one of them came out of the house with a passport, so I think that it was mine. But yeah, I have a couple of forms of ID inside the apartment.
What about him? Where's his ID? Or where did you keep him?
Thank
You
you
should have them in.
for the super chat. John, when you meet Courtney, can you call yourself Kaiser Wilhelm?
um, yeah, I'm never going to meet Courtney. For the
She
love of
sounds
God.
exhausting to talk to if you're a cognitively not impaired.
It would be funny, but the problem is that I would be making all kinds of jokes
And
the
she wouldn't
entire
get them.
time.
It's not funny when you have to explain the joke
True,
and then they're still confused.
true. I mean, but some of them would be low-hanging enough that I'm pretty sure Courtney would be familiar with them.
No. No, I think you'd have to lead her to water, and then she'd still be like, "I don't understand what you're trying to say."
Yeah, which there you go. Yeah, that begs the question. Yes, what did her clearly departed see in her? That is a really good question. I'm going to guess what
Um,
probably most people who watched her content saw in her, and that was himself.
I think that she was like Amber Heard. She was able to mirror what he wanted, uh, and for a time, she was able to hide her crazy and be everything he needed, and then she flipped the switch.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Thank
you
you for
can
joining Rogue Mama.
people can pretend to be something that they're not for a little while, but over time, that's going to come out no matter how good people think that they are. I mean, like, it's going to come out eventually. Like, you can't pretend to be something that you're not.
Well, that and he probably thought, "Okay, the first time she flipped out, she was drinking, so maybe this is only when she drinks, and,
Yeah.
okay, she's really nice every other time, and, we'll just make sure she's not drinking." And then, she started drinking more because she couldn't hide it that long, and he was just like, "No, I remember that good person." And you remember that good person that they can hide for a little bit.
Mhm.
And then you feel stuck, I think,
Yeah.
sometimes, I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's totally understandable. Yeah. Well, I think the difference, John, is he couldn't end up in a suitcase.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I don't think that they make luggage that big. Because he was
Mhm.
6 something. I mean, he was a
Yeah,
big guy.
he was built, like, they were both in really good physical shape. Well,
Yeah.
she used to be in really good physical shape, and then it
Mhm.
looked like she was maybe chemically enhanced
Mhm.
skinny.
And she was enhanced with the old silicone,
Mhm.
and Lord knows what
And
else she did
in
to
the
her face.
backpack and
Mm.
Did he carry a wallet or like a fanny pack or anything?
yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he keeps his. Well, it could be in his cause like his like bag might be in there that he had on today. That he usually doesn't leave the apartment without his ID.
Like
He had that on.
like a side bag.
Yeah, it's like one of the off-white things. It's like a black bag with a yellow strap. And he went. That's what he was wearing when he went to Subway. So I'm assuming it was in there. Well, maybe put it in the restroom.
Yeah, well, and then in a
Yeah,
minute
we're
we're
gonna
gonna
have
get
you
somebody
pee
to
in
come
a
over
cup.
and escort you to the restroom. You know.
Am I going home?
We gotta see everything with the scene and everything, and then we'll give you a better answer. Okay? Yeah,
Mhm.
it's gonna be a take a while.
The only problem with the peeing in the cup is these 2 guys would be the cup.
I've
Oh,
only been able
lord.
to talk to my parents.
Where is your
Cause
phone?
where's my phone?
Yeah.
It was inside the apartment.
So the apartment, like on the counter, did you leave it on the counter, kitchen counter?
It was on
Yeah.
I think the
Yeah, we
entryway
can't
table.
believe it.
What was your phone look like? What type of phone is it?
It's an iPhone. I think the case would come off.
No cutter?
It was gray. gray or rose gold. I honestly don't remember what color it is.
But is which iPhone do you have?
I think it's
I believe
You as well?
so,
yeah.
Yeah, I
but they
believe at
didn't
this
tell her yet.
juncture.
It says it's 12.
Yeah.
And who do you have your
And
phone
I guess
company
I
with?
don't remember what color his phone is, but he has a red case.
Who do you have your phone company with? AT&T, T-Mobile,
Verizon.
Verizon?
But I know my family's numbers by heart, so I could call them without.
What's your phone?
512-745-3582.
Okay, what's your phone?
She actually made a lot of money, uh, I guess.
When will I be able to change out of these bloody clothes?
You were
I was
gonna-
holding him while he was doing this.
She does not know he's dead
I mean, my
yet.
toes.
We're gonna
It's
see if we can
making
find
me feel
something
a
for
lot
you,
worse.
and then we're gonna see if we can find something for you, and then bring it over. Okay?
Find something for me?
From your home, like change over.
Ooh, I just want to change into my own clothes. Want to take a shower and change
No,
into my
that's
own
not
clothes.
gonna happen,
Just give us a
ma'am.
minute so we can get everything in order, and then we'll come back with you some.
Does she not realize her apartment is a crime scene?
No. I don't think she realizes much. But my opinion of her isn't very high either, so. I don't think that she understands, like, this was the whole thing, like, at the beginning, like, where they were telling her, like, do you want to talk to us? Do you want to talk to an attorney? And they had this long discussion about her dad being her attorney and how she wanted to call her daddy. And it's like, your dad's not an attorney. So
She's what, 27? How old is this woman?
I don't know actually.
She, look, you are old enough that you are on your own. If you were maybe 15, 14, I could understand. Look, yes, as an adult, you definitely want to call your parents because, you want support. But you are a grown ass woman. I know you are just a kid old in maturity level, which
Yeah.
means you have stopped somewhere at 19 or 18.
Yeah. I mean,
But
I watched an interrogation yesterday, I think, of a dude who I think was in his early 50s who was playing the same stupid game about, like, not understanding, like, that if he talked to them, that he wanted to talk to an attorney and to them, and obviously that can't happen. And, like, he was playing this stupid game about it or whatever, and it's just like, how is this not clear? But I guess people with, like, low IQs maybe just don't understand.
well, they did a study that I guess up to 30% of people, I don't know, Tim Pool was blathering on about it, don't have an internal monologue.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that.
I don't know how you walk around without a bunch of voices talking to you in your head or thoughts in your head. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't either.
Um,
It's like, I don't understand that at all, like, how people don't have, like, a voice of reason within their own minds.
I mean, it kind of makes sense in a way with how things have been going, but holy giblets.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But, I mean, from what we have understood, like, it sounds like she has kind of been allowed her parents have allowed her to do whatever it is that she wants throughout life, because she seems like she's very can do no wrong kind of thing.
So I had a kind of situation with one of my kids with a parents like this. Uh, oh, fraudulent regular. Thank you for stopping by and awesome. I might try to catch your stream if it's not late at night. I am trying to stay awake longer. And thank you for gifting a membership that went to distant.
Rogue mama.
What?
I mean, I can't disagree to some degree with that.
Oh, I'm sorry, where were oh, so sorry, back to oh, and then, Rogue
Yes.
Mama, thank you for the $2. Well, they look, having nursed boy children, and then when they go to like, if I had to get a new bra when they were little, they would just caress the bra cups. Was so, I you know, it's a guy thing.
Yeah, I will agree.
Okay, awesome possum. I will try to catch it, but I am trying to tear up my stuff, so I will definitely subscribe and then, uh, check it out. Thank you so much for stopping by. Well, there you go. We've got both sides of the fence and not impressed either one.
Yeah. Well, I'm not impressed.
Oh, there you go. She's not fooling Flux or you. So we've got both of the, other side batting teams saying nah.
Yeah, I'll say nah too.
Uh, I already have my pair of double Ds, so I don't need her whatevers. And thank you, Rogue Mama, for becoming a member. I am going to get better at membership stuff. I think the new setup is gonna be a lot easier, and I'm going to get a door with locks so people can't come in. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so beautiful. And it's gonna be an actual door and not these, cardboard doors that they, put in our house. It's gonna be
Yes,
beautiful.
a solid door.
Yeah, Mr. Mo said no for the crocodiles with lasers, so
Well,
I know. What a what
it's
a what a buzzkill.
yeah, what a party pooper.
Okay.
Yes, I am. It will all make sense when you see it. It's 2024, let me live my life. I'm going to be
Mhm.
semi inside the closet.
And
Is she trying to lick away evidence?
I think she's biting her fingernails.
Oh,
Yeah, this goes on for a little bit.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
we'll see when the lady
oh,
comes in. Yeah,
now we've got a chick.
she only comes in for a minute.
You want to
That's
go?
what she said.
I'm just picking my nail. I have nothing else to do. Picking my nails.
Yep, because that's her bathroom call. And
Oh,
then it goes quiet again for a bit.
yeah, we're not gonna watch her pretend to cry.
Yeah,
And they're
and
letting her wipe off evidence for the love of all that is holy.
yeah, and biting
I
her
just
nails.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Yes, Fry. Oh, here's Baldo.
Baldy.
That's
Baldo.
no, Baldy. Good. I forgot Baldo was an actual thing. Good lord.
Alright, so we have to obviously go inside the house, the apartment, photograph everything, document everything, pick up any evidence, like the knife,
Yes, I know.
So there's two ways we can do that. We can get a search warrant, which, it's basically an authorization from the judge to give us permission to go into the house. Or we can do a consent form. Consent form is a much faster process where you give us permission and, it'll honestly kill time by 2-3 hours. Again, we're not gonna take anything else not related to the team. We're here for whatever happened today, just to document that, photograph that, and that'll be pretty much it. Because this is what a consent form looks like. You can take the time to read it. I fill in your name and what we will be doing, And then if you agree with it, you can sign and date it. And like I said, it'll just help speed up the process as well. Okay. We're also speaking to your mom. One of the other detectives, there's a few of us.
What did you say?
One of the other detectives, the one that helped the dogs, she's speaking to your mom as well too. So we're updating her so she's aware.
Okay.
Today's date is 04/03/2022, and the time is right now is 9:12 p.m. Just put it there next time. So if you want to read it, unless you want to read it, go through it. It's basically what I said. We're going to start going to our apartment 2201. We're going to photograph and document the apartment, collect any evidence in regards to the incident. Okay, so for today, use your name, and obviously that's pretty much all we're going to be doing there. Okay, so
Is she gonna
we'll be
ask
doing
for
that,
lawyer
and then
dad?
make everything a lot faster. Okay. So just give us a feel. We'll come give you an update, and if you need the rest or anything, just let me know. We're recording either way, so you can just call us, or we're not going to
The
go.
recording you?
Yeah, we have recorded. So we have tape recorded and audio recorded.
I've been praying a lot in here.
No, I brought this with me now, but we do have the cameras.
She was praying?
Yeah, I've been
What that was?
really going through it a little bit, and I'm honest.
Apparently.
Can I tell you a concern of mine?
Yes.
I mean, I don't think it's a very big concern because I made it very clear I was in like a pool of like,
Yeah,
blood
we saw.
everywhere.
I was able to.
And I was holding him. So it's everywhere. I mean, like there's still wet blood on my ankle. So when I mean, it's like a long time in here without anything. So I'm like crossing my legs. Is that gonna like make any difference in?
No.
I mean, just like taking photos of my hands and whatever.
Yeah, they're gonna come photograph.
Yeah, it's almost like you should have done that immediately.
Yeah, but his response
FFS.
is, "No, it's not a big deal. No, just
Like,
destroy all
look
that
into it.
evidence. It's all good."
Yeah, when the suspect is like, "Hey, guys, just a thought here, but are you gonna collect the evidence of my, javelin throw?"
Yeah. It's just
For the love
and just his lackadaisical response of like, "No, it's fine, lady." He's like, "Just keep
Good
doing what you're doing
Lord.
right there, because look at you can tell where his eyes are,
Yeah, for the love of all that is
and it's not
holy.
on the wall or the piece of paper in front of him. It's not her eyes either."
Yeah, again, those clothes should have been seized almost immediately as soon as she got in there. If this was a
Mhm.
real case, if this was a real investigation, they would have done that. It
Yeah.
they knew that they were gonna let her go,
Yeah.
is what it seems like. I mean, I'm not a detectivologist, but
Yeah, like, I mean, I've seen a few times where, like, they've waited, but that's because they weren't covered like she is. But,
yeah,
like, I can't remember, the one that I'm thinking of, but it was, like, all he had, because apparently he had changed his clothes already, and all he had on him was, like, there was a few spots on his shirt, but, like, that's it, and so, like, they waited till, like, halfway through to have him do the whole changing thing, but it's like, she was covered. If you saw the picture, she was covered.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I've seen, going through the shopping, lane or the checkout lane, the pictures that they would have in the tabloids. Why they took Bat Boy off, I'll never know because I'm much more interested in if he got through college and law school than I am in Courtney Clenney,
Yeah.
or whether, Satan is taking up residence in the sewers, although they might be full right now.
I'm pretty sure she didn't go to law school. That's not the kind of school that she went to.
Well, no, I'm just I wish they would go back to the old tabloids with, like,
Mhm.
Bat Boy and, you
Yeah, yeah.
know, gets into college or goes to law school or Alien touches down and, tells you the secret of life. I don't
Mhm.
care about Courtney Clenney. I don't. I mean, I
Yeah,
do that she unalived someone and she should get and the victim should get justice, but other
yeah,
than that, I give none. I'd rather hear about Bat Boy
yeah. I mean,
or Pangolin Man.
it could have been like Ho Javelin's man, or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, she definitely graduated something come, maybe come loud, but I don't even know if that's real because I'm pretty sure she faked it in at least one of the things that I saw.
Oh, no, did she get stuck in a dryer?
No, it was in a tub. Pretty sure
Oh,
she wasn't
Lord.
even actually touching the bits and stuff,
Oh,
and she definitely faked it.
oh, Lord. If you're That's what I don't get. So if you're an OnlyFans gal and you're super proud of your smexual nature and, you are all, free and this is glorious and I am just a proud female goddess or whatever, you should put effort into it. I don't know why I'm fighting for this. Like, but if this is your job, you need to work hard at it.
Yeah,
I it's my you know, work ethic showing. Like, if this is your job, you commit to it, damn it.
yeah.
Mm.
Have a little pride in your work, Courtney.
Y
Come
Yeah,
on.
seriously.
Yeah. Put put I would say put your best foot forward, but that's not what you're gonna put forward in your job.
You know
So,
what? Don't fake things, ma'am. You are getting paid money by weird people to watch you, and they could be watching feet, but
yeah,
instead they chose to watch you.
yeah. Why? God only knows.
Yeah, really. Give them their
But
money's worth. These simps deserve your best.
yes, they they're paying for the O face, damn it. Give it to them.
I have an account just to deeply disappoint my mother. I don't understand how to put anything up. Also, there was an article where OnlyFans, CEO was, saying, "It's not just for prawn, it's for people for yoga and gardening and everyone else." You know,
Yeah,
there's a lot of
okay.
so I think Flux has one too. I haven't put anything on there. I haven't even opened it back up. It just I wanna deeply disappoint my mother.
I I know why people have them, but good lord.
Yeah, I will never be using it. I just want to say I have one.
Yeah.
I just don't want to like soak anything that like.
No, they're gonna come photograph you, and they're gonna give you like a it is like a hazmat suit. They're gonna give you that temporarily. So they'll be coming out within, I would say, the next 10 minutes, and they'll be giving you one. They'll be and share you that close to you. Okay, just give me a few minutes, and as soon as we're getting up there, we'll come back in here. Okay.
Thank you.
She can huck
Meow.
a loogie. Jesus. What was that?
Well, she sounds like she has a fart that's trapped or something.
Sounds like a cat in heat.
She does. Well, that's apropos. Huh. Ugh, how long is she just whining or praying, as she says? "Oh, this is a
I mean,
long prayer."
she's used to putting her head down. What are those noises? Oh.
Trying to get
I thought it
my
I thought
youngest
it
is like,
was
"What you're" No, my son I s I said, "How long has she been praying?" And he's like, "It's 4 hours." I'm like,
it's like,
"Out of
"Son,
my room."
you're not let off, actually."
Blessed be the closed captions, for they are never right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, you don't want you. This is now Christine do. The sergeant is in the hospital right now when he comes back. You have an update?
See, where has this lady been the whole time? She should
Yeah.
have been there in the interrogation instead of those two pervs. I mean, interrogators, investigators, whatever.
Yeah. Fans.
Yeah.
We
some pictures of you,
see if
okay?
they had
Can you hold
accounts.
your hand for us?
Consumers.
Yes. I love how now she's like really, really embarrassed to take pictures.
Yeah. It's like, ma'am, the whole world has seen your snatch.
Oh, she's like, here, let me get my best side.
Yeah.
Can you get my good side? I look thinner if I sit like this. Ma'am, I don't care.
Turn to your right.
I think it's an
And that's on
Other side of the back.
No, just facing the wall.
If you'd have just told her to turn around, she would have understood that better. She's used to being told that.
Don't arch your back, ma'am. We don't need that. No. Stop.
Don't
Stop.
need you blowing your back out. Come on.
No. Please stop.
Lift up your wrist.
Okay. Make her take off the GD robe.
No, you.
Definitely.
Thanks for being here, DC Cripple. I appreciate it, even if you're late. Arcs matter when, but not when they stab.
Yeah.
Hoping somebody.
I think since a woman is present, it's okay.
And she's not like, you can still see that she has the robe on, so like she's not changing. They
And they're
will.
videotaping it all.
Yeah.
So
When they get to that part, they will be females when she changes into her plastic suit.
yeah, I do wonder if there were any bruises or they got a close up of her neck. I mean, she did say it was a limp, half-hearted neck hug.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess they are getting her neck.
Yeah. Oh, she's spreading her robe. She's definitely used to that.
Having this all other places.
Yes, I'll hold your effort. You'd like to leave this.
Distant.
Are you looking for injuries or are you
Just general photos right now, and then afterwards I'll photograph you.
oh,
Well, we could. I don't know. She is good at playing damsel. Is that how it works on OnlyFans? You get a little cha-ching sound? That would be entertaining, but weird. She has big feet.
I mean, she probably makes a killing on it. I mean, phrasing, Jesus.
Back to my life. Is this good enough? I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
No, it's okay.
Oh no, you already did
my
that
gosh.
part.
Sarah. You know, I have small hobbit feet, so I can't wear anything. They're short and wide, and they're little hobbit feet. Feet are weird. I will say it for the rest of my life. I mean, her legs are red. She was, I mean, just good Lord.
Do you have any injuries?
She was literally just
I
covered.
mean, I have bruises all over the place, I think, but I'm probably just covered in blood on my feet.
Okay. Do you have any bruises in your arms? Do you have any bruises in your arms?
I have
on your
monster
neck?
feet.
Don't have any.
It's funny, at both
Yeah,
ends of
not
the
bad.
spectrum, it's hard to
Usually
find
there's
shoes.
bruises like on my
Yeah,
arms and my legs.
it is hard to find
Yeah, on your
shoes.
arms right here.
Yeah,
You put your arm down so you can get, yeah, and you can turn that way. So you
Oh,
can get it on your
no,
arm.
not in
You can
middle
lift that way.
school. Dang it.
You can get it on this one too. And the front part of it? Is that from today? Or from earlier? Right here?
I know, but now she
All
looks like
over the
Ronda
place.
I'm gonna put
Rousey,
a space
Jerry
here, okay?
Kyle.
Okay, it's just
So
space.
I don't know if her cuteness is
You can do it
gonna
that way so we can get more.
her daintiness has faded away a little. Oh, I had to wear a headgear in middle school. It's not the same, but I understand how that could have been.
This is what I have. I found.
Okay, just so we can see if you have any more. You don't have anything on your neck?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. And then
Oh, Lord.
Where I
Well,
need
you don't have any on
I
your
heard
face?
tell
You
that
have
that
any?
happens sometimes. I don't know where I heard tell of that.
No. I have. I'm usually like on. I have bruises most of the time, like all over like my legs and my butt and whatever. So I mean,
Her
not
knees,
bruises now.
specifically. Her knees are constantly bruised. I wonder why.
The jokes just write themselves.
They do. It's like, ma'am, why do you
And
have bruises on your knees? Do you know what I do for a living?
You know they have those padded knee pads for people that do flooring. I have seen those in Lowe's and giggled hysterically.
I mean, she does a different kind of flooring, Mo.
Well, I know, but she could use them. I mean, it's not like they're gonna focus on her knees.
I
She
mean,
could at least be comfortable.
they also they also make pads and furniture for adults too that help with that.
Oh, well. I wonder what that furniture store showroom would look like. Could you imagine that going up in your town?
I
"Hello,
mean,
this is the Slutty Furniture Store."
do you need some links?
No, I would just like to see the brick and mortar store, like, go in and like, "Okay, well, here we have the don't hurt your knees section. Here we have, look, bending is hard." And, then we have the kinda kinky stuff you don't probably wanna show your neighbors. Here's your St. Andrew's cross section. All of this stuff.
And see, Ghost 3, I see your comments. And like it works two ways, you know that, right?
Ghostery, you've been sheltered and you chose this chat for your education.
I was gonna say.
Bless you, child.
Ugh.
You're just gonna swab it, okay, for DNA? It's just a cotton swabbing one.
Okay, well, the swabbing guy's relatively attractive. There you go, ladies. He's got a bald head, no divots, and a nice goatee.
Well, it's kind of a weird looking beard thing.
Well, a beardette. It's not attached to his sideburns, so I don't know what
We're gonna give you something to change it a little bit.
I'm gonna swab you, ma'am. I know you're usually used to having things put on you, but I'm gonna take them off.
they're not gonna find his DNA because he didn't do a daggone thing to her.
Nope. Unless it was earlier in the day when he might have gave the old buddy batter.
Sorry. He has a beard island, but it's not attached to anything.
It's more like a peninsula.
A beard peninsula.
Anybody have the time? Or would you like me to?
No, they are actually not. They are looking. Courtney alleged that there was a tussle, if you will, and that he semi-firmly neck hugged her. For YouTube, we have to kind of modify what in the tussle, and before she javelin threw whatever knife she threw. So they are looking for traces of the decedent's or the victim's DNA right now to corroborate her story that there was a tussle.
Yes, and it's finger DNA, just to be exact, not
Yeah,
the
touch
goobery
DNA,
kind.
not
not the
not
shooty
potential
DNA.
not potential kiddo DNA.
Not the DNA that gets fired. Ejection. It's a different kind of a deposit. It's like a direct deposit.
Yeah, she's very proud of her body. And she wants everyone to know it. Yeah, yeah. That's what I don't.
I assume, I mean, just from listening to trials, I'm going to make a couple assumptions here. I've heard them talk about touch DNA and skin cells versus like blood DNA. I've heard there's a difference when you hear people talk about it. I assume that there's a way to
Yeah,
distinguish what the difference is. So I
I
think,
think they can look at it and see the different kind of cells.
yeah. So
But honest to goodness, this female person, every incident that they have been involved in that has video evidence shows her being the aggressor and him trying to de-escalate.
yeah, every video that I have seen, she is definitely the aggressor. And dudes, that goes as a warning to you that yes, you too can be DV'd.
Yes, this is not appropriate behavior for man or woman.
Yes.
This is terrible behavior, and if your partner is exhibiting this, it is scary. I know you are scared, but get out. This will end one of two ways. Y just don't. Just out.
Yeah. There's better things and better people you can be doing.
Yes. The
Like,
hotness to craziness factor, no.
yes.
No, no.
Oh, my left hand. Right.
148, right arm.
True that.
Okay.
It's like, oh my god, this is nice. I'm totally gonna hire somebody to wipe stuff off me now.
Wait, you can hire people to do this? This is amazing.
$21.48. That's fine.
I wonder if every time he walks into a room, like the CSI song plays.
Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious. I would have my own tune. If I were again, this is why I don't have a real job. I would have my own soundtrack if I was in work.
Get one of those shirts that plays it.
Yeah. They have shirts that play things?
Yeah.
Veilhammer, I stay in my house and I listen to true crime. I don't look at what new stuff they have in technology land.
Yeah, you have shirts that you can load a tune onto it and it'll play out of the little speaker.
Oh my god. I would be an audio assaulter. I would be horrible. I would not use my powers for good.
No one does in that situation.
Chaotic evil all the way. I would go from chaotic good to neutral to chaotic evil in 1 second.
No, ma'am. We need to get just the tip.
Let me see your right hand, your right arm. Put it, no, down and turn. Is that a boot?
Yeah.
Yeah. You look like so good. Yeah. Palm of left hand.
It's not what I'm used to having swabbed.
Right side.
She's like, where's my dad? My lawyer dad, not lawyer.
And manager. Her content manager.
That is the part that kills me. I just, for the love of, no, just no. If any of my daughters said, look, I would like you to be my OnlyFans manager. Well, first of all, they wouldn't contact me because I don't know how to work the internet.
Yeah. That would be a fun conversation.
But what dad says, you know what, honey?
have to
Yes,
make
you
a
are pretty
comment
enough
on
to be
that.
on
I was in here for a
OnlyFans.
very long time alone, and when I went to the restroom with where I quit picking them up. I was missing a lot already. I was thinking about 3, but they just come off so easily. There are a few in here because I popped a couple more off. I just don't want.
No, it's not.
Okay. Okay.
They're like, oh yeah, no worries. Get rid of all the evidence.
Yeah,
It's all good. Don't worry
it's
about
not like we needed evidence of you scratching his eyeballs out.
it. Yeah. It's like, Jesus, these people. Like a clown show up in here.
Pretty much. Well, basically, she's blaming them for the fact that she destroyed evidence. She was left alone in her
Yeah.
defense.
So do it out.
And who was biting them.
No, sure. And you're gonna put it on this one? Do you have any on this one? Any on this one?
I don't think so. all signs. This is the signs I
Okay,
have.
ma'am. Where are your track marks, though?
Hmm.
Is that all? Is can I sit down?
We're also gonna collect the clothes.
I'm confused. Usually she has to take her pants off.
Yeah. Like, is that all you need? Do you need to see more? And he's got like a grin on his face. He's like, oh boy.
He's like, actually, now that you ask.
He's like, we're gonna take your clothes now.
I figured, or eyeballs.
I don't think that's the in between he wants to get.
Just advise the detective, and if, you know, if they arise, then we will.
Okay, so you're gonna change your shirt? Yeah, that is gonna go. Or she can take it. I'm gonna put your jacket right here first. Your part of it. And then I can-
If only I could get skinny and not be a dingus
Thank you.
crazy person. I love that they give her a paper like a paper hazmat suit. She is so pissed off.
Yeah. Just like, it's not designer though.
I mean, no, you just
She's
leave
like,
it there. We're gonna come back to
yeah, she's like,
It's like,
give me
no,
my
really.
own clothes.
It's like, no, really, Tyvek. It's a designer brand. You've never heard of it?
Yeah, she's like, where are the ones that you give rich people?
Yeah.
I'm a rich people.
It's
I'm
like,
an
ma'am.
influencer.
It's like, ma'am, they wrap houses in this stuff.
I would just put a G on it and be like, no, it's Gucci. There you go. Or an
Yeah.
H. It's Tommy Hilfiger. Have fun. Or G, it's Garanimals.
Draw a couple little symbols on it. You could call it Coach.
Yeah,
Oh,
I am.
there's nobody's putting a ring on that thing.
Oh my gosh. You know what kills me is that someone is putting a ring on the chick that ran over the wedding party.
Oh yeah.
Although the carbs done got to her too.
I mean, somebody might put a ring in her, but not on her.
Oh, I was so ticked off. If you hear the phone, she is probably our next name and shame because her phone calls for the
Yeah.
love that is all holy, I about came out of my skin and unglued. It was
Yeah, some people just
like, I'm gonna be planning my wedding and I'm gonna go here. And I'm like, ma'am, you done unalived a bride on her wedding day. Are you effing kidding me?
yes.
Why did this happen to me?
So
Because
yes, Gypsy
oh, good.
did get married, but did you see what she got married to?
It looks like her mom. He looks
Yes.
like the dude version of her mom.
Yes. It's
Okay.
like
I will
it's
say,
creepy.
in defense of Gypsy Rose, I did see an article last night because I'm always looking for news to put on Newsy News, where she basically went private on all of her social media, and she, said it sounded like I didn't take accountability in a lot of my interviews, and I apologize for that. I am, I got caught up in so while I don't agree with a lot of the things she did, I mean, it does sound like she is sort of taking out accountability a little bit. A
Yeah.
little bit. After
After
a whole lot of grifting,
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, she has been a total
dingus.
thunder cow. She's been a thunder cow. And ma'am, look, I never wanna see you in a leather skirt that rises up when you are sitting down next to your Pizza the Hut husband. I don't wanna see that. Look, love is love. I'm glad that you love him. I'm glad that y'all consummated. I don't wanna hear about it. It's the rule in the commune. No one wants to hear about it.
Yeah, nobody wants to know about the kind of diseases that he has that makes it fire. We don't wanna know, Gypsy. We don't want to know.
Yeah, I know. I mean, she's saying the right words. Look, eh, she does sound like she has been incredibly sheltered. She's still Machiavellian. She is still very manipulative,
Mhm.
but it does sound like she at least understands how incredibly ill-received it was from the public.
Yeah, but that's because it's just people are making fun of her, and
Well,
it's
I
like
think her parole officer told her, "Take it the F down. It looks
probably.
ridiculous."
Yeah. I mean, because yeah, there's a few things that she has said that are like, um, about that. But, like, even if you go and look at, like, the stupid documentary that they made, that Lifetime did, The Prison Confessions of
Yeah.
Heroes, like, even in that, like, she goes from, like, admitting to what she did and that she is a unaliver. However, later, she also says that she's not guilty of it and that she's not one. And it's like, then why are you in prison? You pled
Yeah,
to this, which makes you this.
it I think we are dealing with someone who doesn't have a full grip on reality,
Yeah,
and I'm hoping that she will surround herself with people like her parole officer who will get eh, who will rein her in because she doesn't have that frame of reference or that sort of even that general understanding of the world that since she was raised so effed up, she doesn't understand how to human.
yeah,
So, she has all of these terribly dark character features. She needs someone to rein her in, and hopefully her parole officer will be like, "The hell are you doing?" So someone will rein her in.
yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, she just has no self-awareness, and I think it's because, like, all these places like Lifetime and the book deals and all this crap that came at her is, like, they were making her out to be a celebrity, and it's like, you're not, like, at
Yeah,
all.
there was a time there that everything was I mean, if it wasn't Gypsy Rose, it was Gypsy Rose adjacent.
Yeah. So, yeah. And just the self-awareness is just 0.
And I agree with Jerry Kyle. I think, like I said, she has no frame of reference of how to people.
Nope.
I mean, her mother basically kept her away from people, so when she interacted was only for some BS medical thing.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, what what her mother did to her was wrong, but I think that she also at some point in time, she knew what was going on and she still played along. So, yeah.
they are sisters from a different mister.
They do look alike.
Oh, and she was back in the oh my god, beautiful, and I am here for it. You thunder cow.
It's like, "Oh my god, I can't show them off anymore."
She is very confused, like, "I'm all covered up, what am I supposed to do? You can only see my head."
It's like, how are people supposed to like me?
I don't know that I would claim, Taylor's shabusiness. I think that is a true, Game of Thrones. I don't think she would allow any siblings to survive.
Yeah.
Her extensions are so terribly bad. Eh, ma'am, you have, like, all the OnlyFans money, and you are getting terrible extensions, or you don't take care of them. Do you know how much I would love to get extensions, but they're like a gajillion dollars, and if you have bright red hair, it's a little bit difficult to get it. But also it's a gajillion dollars and you have to take care of them, and I'm a chaos demon, so but still, ma'am, you have no children, a boyfriend who dotes on you, and you're a total thunder cunt. Why?
There we go. I've been waiting for it. There it is.
Just like you have all of these things. I mean, honest to God, what does she do with her life? She has no children. She doesn't go to school. She just lounges around and maybe goes to the gym and then does fun things in front of a camera or not fun things, her work or whatever. Oh
You mean
no,
she
it's
bruises her
it's long
knees?
enough in that I'm still monetized. It's after 2 hour.
Yeah. She bruises her knees for work.
And and she still can't manage to be a normal human with humaning. She just cannot, and she is the victim. She doesn't have to do her own laundry. She doesn't even have to go to Subway for her own effing sandwich. Like, I got up this morning at 5 o'clock to let the dog out and then start making breakfast for the children, and then I'm going to have to rotate laundry and do all sorts of stuff, which I don't mind doing because I'm a mom and that's what I signed up for. But ma'am, for the love of God, you have a hard life. F the F off. Right into a
Mhm.
polar vortex on top of a nuclear volcano, because I am done with your BS.
Yeah. It's like, I have laundry going right now. And I spent I don't know how many hours this morning doing casing. And you know what I'm gonna do after
Yeah.
this? I'm gonna nail all that crap to the wall.
Well, there you go. I'm gonna continue cleaning out my closet so we can turn it into the backdrop for my office.
I have to say shooting nails is probably more fun than that, though.
Well, I'm not allowed to play with power tools
Oh,
for
see,
all
I
the reasons.
I have a workaround for you, Mo. So it's not
What?
technically a power tool. It's
I'm
powered by
listening.
air. So it's not a power tool technically.
Okay, Mr. Mo has a pneumatic, you know, staple or, uh, nail gun thingy.
Mhm.
I'm not allowed to touch it. Mostly because, you know, safety reasons. And it makes that really loud
Mhm.
noise when he undecompresses it that jolts me every time. So I kinda think it's possessed by Satan, so I just don't touch it.
Yeah, they do that. And, I mean, I've been known to not be to injure myself with tools, we'll just say that. And
Look,
there
I'm
may or
always
may not
afraid
have been
that
a nail or 2 that got shot across the room because
look, I am me, and I am just afraid I will shoot myself with a nail, and look, I never wanna be that schmuck in the ER that has to say, "Well, what had happened was," and then go into my story because I already had to do that for the deer attack in the ankle, and there is nothing like the confused look on the ER doctor's face. So, I'd like to keep that down to once in a lifetime and or my, eventual unaliving and the revengeing of the deer, at the end of my life, where I go on out and take out the entire, deer population. I'm just kidding, I love Bambi.
then in the herd.
It's oh, is this where she asked for her vape?
Thank you.
Oh, caption this moment. Oh my god, I'm all covered up and I don't have any makeup or fake nails. I have no real attributes in my life. What
What
am
are
I
these?
gonna do with me?
What are these
Or
things to do?
probably circus music, circus music. I really wish I had my Subway sandwich. Circus music, circus music. Huh. What am I gonna wear tomorrow? I can't go back home. Circus music, circus music. I guess I'm going to have to shop. That's probably it.
For a new boyfriend.
Yeah. I wonder if Jerry's free. Like, just that's probably it.
Or Long Duck Dong from her fan club.
Oh my gosh. Or she's probably thinking, I hope they found my phone. And
Yeah.
it better be charged in circus music.
Wonder what I'm gonna Netflix and chill tonight. Oh wait.
I wonder if it would be wrong to watch Game of Thrones now.
I wonder if I can hire that guy to do photographs for me now.
This gives me some ideas about some cop things we could do. Oh no, she's not smart enough to think about that. Oh, how do I get some cleavage in this? Ah, it has a zipper. Well, of course it does. Oh dear. What
Oh
the?
Lord.
What are you looking for? It's still there, ma'am. I swear to God, it's still there. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. What the? Did she just lose a Cheerio? Like, did her nip fall off? I
I
mean,
think
what?
she lost a nail down her.
They left another nail there. What the? Oh my God. She didn't even turn around. Look, I have changed in front of many children, so or
She turned her.
she's become a full body condom. She doesn't know what those are, but
Pull out
oh, now
game.
she's praying in her full,
Uh,
her full monk robe.
yes.
After you, ma'am. Okay, look, as the world's worst Christian, I don't know if I'm the one to judge this, but I don't know that God um enjoys you uh flashing people and then praying and showing
Yeah.
your cooch, or at least your the top of your cooch, to the world and then pretending to pray. Good
Yeah.
Lord. You are welcome. Oh, well,
Yes.
have a good time making dinner. I hope everyone likes it and no one complains.
Yes. And if they do, tell them to suck it.
Yeah. Tell them there is cereal.
Yeah. Or tell them to do it themselves.
I have talked to God at least 6 times. Going straight to hell.
Why you make happen?
Oh,
Oh, well,
well,
there you
there you
go.
go.
I
Well, then don't bitch about what you're
was
making.
gonna say, then don't complain.
Oh, now she's meditating. She's getting one with Buddha. She's a polytheist.
Yeah. We're just waiting for the handstand now, and the world will be complete.
Okay. Where she went somewhere.
I
Empty
think,
room.
yeah, it goes. There's a long space again, and I think the two detectives come back.
Oh,
Yeah.
here we are.
Briefly.
Ponytail and
Yeah, let me get mine. Let me get my
skull.
hand sanitizer and I'll bring it to you. Something like that.
And thank you. I don't know. Yeah. Thanks for asking.
So, yeah, what a fucking nightmare. So you're living in a nightmare right now.
Yeah.
You know.
What is it?
So just
Why is it doing
because they don't have a picture of your boyfriend, so they want to make sure that they have a photo, I think, from your social media. So they're gonna because they don't have his ID, they don't have anything, so they need to know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
they just want you to identify.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And I said I don't have a problem with that. You know, I mean, this is not a who stabbed Christian case. This is, you know, we know what happened. Well, we know part of what happened.
I
So
will feel so much better once they just say he's stable.
yeah,
Because I've been asking so much.
No worries,
I mean,
Slutty
I
Pie.
feel
Life
like
happens.
at the end, I mean,
Slutty Pie is a good
it's
name
not
for
a lot
Courtney.
worse for me, but if he's not, that's a
I
lot
am
worse for
sorry,
everybody.
Jason J. I try to put it out on X. I was going to call it what you call
I
it.
need to step aside and get honestly.
So yeah, so they've asked for an update, and I asked them for an update as well. So they're checking. Shoot, because they're.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I will do with myself.
Well,
It's not okay.
no matter
I
what,
mean, I clearly can't be doing it.
no matter what happens,
But
True.
no matter where this falls, right? It's out of our control, right? You did what you could. Oh, so you know. So anyway,
Sorry, Slutty Pie.
so this is not for is it?
there's no etiquette appropriate etiquette here. But anyway, so this room is recorded, okay? So let's just I don't want to talk about. I mean, even if it is recording right now, what we talk about is confidential. They can never use it, but I prefer that we just not.
Who the hell does, sir? Sir, that is the biggest lie ever told since lying began.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's gonna use it. But like, I have
No-
a question, actually. So
Okay.
Courtney, her lawyer petitioned to have her Courtney fans not produced in court. But what about the interrogation video where she flashed everything, all the goods? Like, does that count? Or
Um, you know, that is true. As a not lawyer and just a layperson, she has not signed her Miranda rights. So technically, this might not be admissible in court.
no, didn't she sign it at the beginning? Because they
I think
were
she
having that
said
discussion
no.
with it.
I I think she said she wanted to wait to sign it. No, she had to sign it because if she didn't sign
Mhm.
it, they couldn't talk to her any further. So she
Exactly.
must have signed it.
Yeah, because I think they didn't talk her into it, but they kind of, led her to it to get her to
Yeah, they
sign it because they
basically
weren't gonna let
said
her call her daddy.
Yeah, they basically said, "Look, if you don't sign this, then we just walk out of here and you don't get any updates about Christian."
Yeah. Yeah, pretty sure that she signed it. Oh yeah, Sarah said that she signed it. Yeah. Like I say, I was pretty sure that they talked her into signing it. Or not
Yeah,
talked her into
because
it,
she wasn't sure about constitutionality.
yeah, because she doesn't understand words like that. Yes, they must sign a Miranda rights piece of paper. You'll see this in almost every single interrogation now. What they do is, so
Yeah.
when they get placed in custody, they are read their Miranda rights, and then when they get to this room, they will go over it again, and they will sign it, and that way,
Yeah,
like, the recording and all of
don't
that stuff is eligible to be
I
used in
I
court.
think it follows a general, like, pattern, like, "Do you understand English? Can you
Yeah.
read and write?" Thank you, Puzzled Puzzler, for becoming a member. I'm going to have to
Mhm.
make a new board. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, oftentimes they'll ask them maybe like what they do and stuff first, to establish like, oh, like you're an actually competent person, like, and then they'll ask them like, so you can read and write English, right? Because you do, you teach English or something like that. They'll do stuff like that depending on what it is. But
And
yes,
then they'll
they
ask,
do
"Do you understand these rights as I've said them
Mhm,
to you?" And, like, Daryl Brooks and a couple other ones have been like, "I don't understand."
mhm. And I think they even go one by one and have them sometimes
Yeah,
even initial one by
initial.
one through the whole Miranda. Yeah, it's kinda crazy.
Um, Puffer Smiles, I don't think that they could have talked to her anymore if she didn't sign, is the only
Oh,
thing. I will go back and look, but
yeah,
I'm pretty sure she did sign,
I'm pretty
but
sure too.
I will not definitively say. I will go back and check.
And on this one, like, I don't know if you should require a written essay because what kind of garbage would come out of Courtney's head?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like some of these people are gonna sound like they're idiots, or like some people, like the thing that I watched yesterday where he was
Yes, you
playing the
do.
stupid game, like he was acting like he was in some form of shock or whatever, and like, but you could clearly tell that he was acting, and so like
Yeah.
if you have them write something, it's going to make them look like they're in a state of shock or that they're crazy or something like that. I think it opens the window to a door that you might not want to open that to. Whereas, like, if you
Yeah,
just gonna ask them, like, "What's is today, or is this month March?" And they say, "Yes," it's like, "Okay, well, clearly you're have your wits about you. Is today Friday or Saturday?" They'll be able to ask, yeah.
is this where they tell her he has not made it?
I
Or
talking
think
about, right?
so.
But just talking about in general,
oh, yes,
no
we
matter
do not
what
give
his
any
condition
advice. We are not ologists of
is out
any
of
sort. Well,
Yes.
maybe Veilhammer
we have
is,
no
but I am
control.
not.
What's done is done. We cannot do it.
Always ask for an
Moving
attorney.
forward, my
Yes.
concern is
That's not legal advice.
I will be talking obviously to your family. Like I said, I still feel, confident that you're going home.
Right.
I don't know about tonight, but just because
Oh,
they're again the investor.
a real lawyer here saving my butt. Thank you, Jess Rubery, for the super chat and the information. They do not have to sign a paper waiver so long as they get at least a verbal confirmation they are covered. They do the paper so it can be denied less.
That makes sense.
Thank you so much for your $4.99 and the legal expertise.
It's CYA is what we call it.
Yes. That's why I usually like to have Dave on because I'm like, that's a question I usually have a notebook right next to me of Dave questions or lawful law questions. I'm like, so can you do this? Or is this legal to be lawful law?
Well, it depends on which state you're in.
Investigations on they can hold you technically for a while. And I know your parents, while they're conducting the investigation, they can hold you, okay? But listen, your dogs are fine. I'm on it. We're gonna get you home as quickly as we
I'm
can.
glad she has
All
a
right.
travel agent
I
for
know and
a
it's straightforward with
detective.
you. There's some
Mhm.
concerns about your mental health to make sure that you're okay because this is very traumatic. So there may be some steps taken there. Yeah, come on in to make sure that you're okay. And that's it. But we're getting you home. Okay?
Okay.
So have you Sergeant?
I will take you home personally.
I know. Did they get the customer service rep down there? For for God's sakes, I mean, he's like, "Can I get you some sparkling water? Are you sure you're comfy enough? I am sorry they gave you the paper gown. They
Yeah.
should never have done that."
Like, don't
Just
worry. I will clean all of your toys when you get home. It'll just be fine, Courtney.
just it
I'll
the
tuck you
way they are
in.
treating her is just absolutely insanity.
Yeah.
because they would not treat
Mhm.
Christian like this if he came up with this cockamamie story, even though there are videos of her Ronda Rouseying the crapola out of him. I
Yeah.
mean, they'd still say, "You couldn't fight off a little girl? Are you telling me some little girl, haymakered you and it, rattled you to the point where you are upset? I
Yeah.
mean, or you were in fear for your life? Come on." I
Yeah.
mean, it
They would totally be busting his balls over this if the situation was reversed.
yeah, it's just I don't like the double standard we have. I am
No,
not a
no.
fan of double standards.
So yeah, this will now be recorded. But if at any moment I feel that they should stop recording, I will tell them that. Because obviously I'm here to protect you.
Oh, there's
Okay.
2 ponytails.
Oh, holy cow.
Okay.
I was wondering why one ponytail.
Courtney, it's 10:45 p.m. right now. Okay. Um, so I have a picture. Let me know if this is Christian or not. Yeah, that's Christian. Okay. So we have to inform you that Christian did not make it. Unfortunately, the doctors did what
What is that pose?
Yeah, what is that reaction?
Uh, I what is that pose?
Yeah.
Just look, no one does that in real life. I have
No.
seen people told look, I have been told that my first husband passed away. I did not make that pose
Yeah.
because you don't. You don't make that pose. You just kind of freeze for a minute.
Yeah.
That's like a 1920s silent movie pose, ma'am. For
Yeah.
the love of God. Ugh, just
Yeah.
ugh, just
It's
gross.
yeah.
did what they could, and
Christian is dead.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I
This
mean,
is not real, right? Okay.
I
No,
mean,
no.
now this is a more real to me. Now that pose that she did before, but this is actually more real to me.
Mhm.
Uh, so I don't know if the first one was like, "Oh, you guys are punking me." But this
Yeah.
this reaction is a lot more real to me. Just
But it's probably her realizing that, "Oh crap, what did I just get myself into?"
Christian died. Can I please have a hug? Am I allowed to do that in here?
yeah.
what the
Of
no,
course,
is
he's
that
like,
her
"Come sit
dad?
on daddy's lap." No, it's not.
That's
That's
her
that's not
Jesus,
her
Mary, and
dad.
Joseph.
I
I
think it's
no, dear God, what is going on here?
he's like,
Never
"Yeah."
in my life have I
He's like
ever said, "Can I have a hug?"
he's like,
To
"Yeah,
be
you
fair, I
can."
am not a hugging person. I from people I don't know,
But
and
like
she doesn't know these people.
no,
Oh
she
my
doesn't.
God.
But like if
Ugh,
I was one of these cops though, like cuz these are 3 dudes, right? There's 3 dudes sitting
yeah,
in this room with her. I would be like,
and she's
"No."
wearing paper and no bra. I'm sure he's like,
Yeah.
"Yes, of course, come hug me."
Yeah. But it's like,
What?
if if I was one of these cops, I'd be like, "No, that would be inappropriate." Like, because it's what? This is like what, 2020 or 2021? I don't remember when exactly this happened. But it's
Yeah.
like, hello? It's like,
Y
this is the
this
kind of stuff that's going to, like, land you in court.
this is not only that, I don't know, but if this is in Florida in the Sarah Boone interrogation, the detective had his firearm on. I
Yeah.
mean, in this case, maybe he has his firearm on. You don't know. You just told a woman who tends to flip out that, her whatever is dead. I wouldn't let her near me not knowing what she's gonna do. This
Yeah.
is this is all the crazy.
No, no, no. Okay.
Ew, no. Side ponytail, side shave ponytail, dude. You're not a Viking. Get over yourself.
Take deep breaths. You gonna be okay?
I need to hug my mom.
I'll talk to your parents again later.
I cannot be left alone in like a room by myself
You won't be.
after this. I, no, that's not true. That's not real, right?
It is real.
Christian is dead.
Yes. Then I know.
I know, I just can't believe it.
Where's your
Yeah, it,
I'll get him.
this is
Get your
just
parents
how
released.
people react to this.
Mm-hmm.
We spoke to your parents, and they're trying to do everything possible to get you as soon as possible as well.
To what?
To get your parents for them to come over here.
Yeah, this is
So
just
they're doing everything possible right now to find a way to get down here.
uh, so the read method would be to be personable at first to kind of get a gauge of their
Mm-hmm.
normal kind of mannerisms, how they act when they are not in stress, to get their side of the story, and then to start breaking apart that story, to confront them with, their lies, to keep confronting them with their lies and not let them hold on to the stupidity of their story.
Yeah.
They've done none of that.
Yeah. They've done exactly the opposite. They were actually ponytail, like not the one that's sitting closest to her, but the other ponytail. He was actually like filling in her story for her as she was leaving stuff out.
Well, she thought it was like Game of Thrones where he'd be on the next episode because a
Mhm.
dragon popped out, or I don't, the Lynch King, or who the hell knows what she thought. Again, circus music.
Yeah.
I
Foreign. Blessed be the closed captioning, for all shenanigans come from them.
Take deep breaths.
I've been crying so much,
Don't.
and I just can't even cry right
Take deep breaths. It's a shot. Just
I believe she stabbed him directly in the heart. I think it was a
Yeah.
lucky shot.
Yeah.
So,
now.
and then
Between the
somehow
rape and all.
either what between him or God himself or gravity, she doesn't know, but the knife was removed.
Yeah.
So, not only did, he get stabbed in the heart, which, you know, he could have been in surgery and they might not have been able to save him, but she also, made a sucking chest wound
Yeah.
and didn't cover it with plastic or something like that, and I don't even know if she applied pressure.
Yeah. I believe the method that they're
I don't
using
know.
is the simp method.
The nipular method where you just follow the nips,
Yes.
which we're showing all of
I'm
there.
gonna get you somebody.
She needs an emotional support llama.
Holy shit.
She threw it from across the room, allegedly.
Allegedly. I believe so. I believe so.
Yeah. They usually wait till they're done.
I mean, these sound like real cries to me. Just
Probably for the wrong reason.
it,
No, it's not.
probably.
Oh my god.
Well, okay, that was for a second. I keep wanting to give her. I keep wanting to sort of feel bad for her, but then she turns it off, and I'm like, oh, for the love of God.
Yeah.
I wanted to be at the hospital. If anything happened to him, I just wanted to be at the hospital. I begged, can I please go to the hospital? I mean, obviously, they put me in custody of my house.
Well,
But
that's
like,
not
I begged,
hard.
can I please go to the hospital?
Yeah.
Sarah Boone is a mega mecha thunder cunt, so
Yeah.
she's only a thunder cunt. I mean, there are levels.
Yeah. Sarah Boone is the one who came up with the art of Cantonese.
Yes, she is. I'm working on merch, y'all. I'm working on
Our
it.
friends. Oh my god.
Oh my God, she is Sarah Boone. She's like, oh my gosh, our friends. I need to call his parole officer.
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and it's gonna be the same thing. And
Yes,
Yep.
that's how death works. Ma'am, you almost got me. You almost made me feel sorry for you, but now I have no F's to give.
Yeah.
okay.
Turn it
that's
off
the
real
last
quick.
time I ever talked to him.
Yeah, the last time you ever talked to him, you stabbed a knife in his
Last time
chest.
anybody ever talks to him.
Yeah.
Never.
No, you stole him from his family, his parents, all of
Mhm.
them.
Yeah.
So it's not about you.
Yeah.
Look, Fed, it's more of a me thing, but I have been in a place where I have lost someone that I used to love. And, I feel sorry for people that get told that because that was very hard for me. But she's a terrible person and I don't like her. And I'd like her to go to Snake Island.
Where she belongs.
Yes, with the snakes. Or the snake eaters. I mean, whichever. I mean, maybe she'll win. She'll be the queen of Snake Island.
Last thing you
She's
need
a
is
snake charmer.
Yeah. Courtney,
Yeah,
the
it's
last
almost like you shouldn't have thrown a bitch fit about him waving at some chick.
yeah.
We can't undo
The
what's
last
already
thing that
happened,
you
so
asked for was 6 inches and you weren't talking about that.
just,
She might need shark jail. You're right. She might like
It's gonna be a
Snake Island too much.
When I was staying to that other room, I said, God forbid, when like from far away, if what if I had accidentally hit a little bit lower and he died? That's what I said. You remember? I said, God.
You hit him in the heart.
Yeah.
What, you were afraid you were going to hit his liver and he might have survived?
Yeah. It just doesn't make
Okay,
any
man,
sense.
shut the hell up.
God forbid. Then a few minutes later,
we can't change what's occurred and
He said, "Thou shalt not kill," Courtney.
step by step. We'll get through this. I think Tiger spoke to your mom. She's trying to get a flight to get you some support because we just met an hour ago.
True. I'm sending
we'll get
her
you some
to
support,
just
okay?
lonely island where she's alone with herself.
Mm-hmm. Nobody paying for her attention.
Yeah. That's what Darwin Island is. She's gonna have Wilson the ball and nothing else. She's gonna be all confused about what to do with herself without Instagram.
Mhm.
Okay, new ponytails man's, shoes that don't match anything in his outfit are really bothering me, and I hate them.
Yeah.
True.
Everything's inside right now. So right now everything's being photographed. We do what's called feral scan, which is like a video, video of it. So once that's done and we're done photographing, we're able to take anything out.
Yeah, no, I was worried about.
What time are you supposed to take your meds?
Nighttime.
Nighttime? Anytime at nighttime?
Taking it before bed.
Mm-hmm.
You know the name of it, just in case.
It starts with an S.
She just started.
It's
Seroquel?
Take a deep breath.
Salt?
I
Sanka?
I need
Do you know where you keep your medications at?
On top of my skin. It's like a orange bottle
Of the bathroom?
Warrant bottle of the butter? God, I
I
love
was
the
reading
closed
that
in
too.
the bathroom.
Blessed be the closed captions from which all shenanigans come.
Possible. This should get done. Eventually, we'll have a photograph of that particular area first.
It was the only thing I could think of with an S. I don't know. I'm
I
guessing.
swear I was holding him for so effing long.
That would be a just and
security
true
lady was
punishment.
standing right there, and I was like, "Why are they taking so effing long?" And I was just sitting there, just bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding.
And you're surprised that he's not alive?
Okay.
Forward.
Like they're waiting for the paper to tear or something.
And I do have another
Yes.
question. Damn, that's not fair for his mom to and see him. And his birthday is in 8 days. Who has been called? Right.
Nobody has yet. We're still trying to find his family's information.
Do you have contact number? Anything your phone?
Okay, so the fact that you couldn't even, avail yourself or make it easier for his family to find out that he is unfortunately unalive 8 days before his birthday, and I'm sure they were gonna plan something for his birthday. You couldn't say, "Hey, look, while we're waiting here on my phone, there's a bunch of contacts. His mom is, under this, please contact her, please do something. This is terrible." You know, you couldn't, you could look for your nail or whatever fell off your boob, you know, while you're nude. You could do that. You could
But
sit there and pretend to cry.
she couldn't even remember his mom's name, though. So I'm doubting she has her phone number. She doesn't even know her name.
She lives in a cloud of Courtney and Christmas circus music.
Yeah.
No, I brought up Seroquel because it was the only S med. That is totally conjecture and totally shenanigans I threw in there. So that is in no way a representation of reality. That is Mo's headcanon, nothing else.
Yes. And it's a good thing none of you heard me say semen.
Mm.
Because that's the
Yeah,
medicine
right.
that she needs to go to sleep.
You know his password, right?
Definitely, I do know his password, yes.
What's his password? You know, it might be easy for us to get in there.
Password is 0412.
Well, we'll give you guys a minute.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
Let us know if you need anything else.
Is there anything from the state you know? You want, I mean, the water you know, because like, something else to drink, the soda instead, or something to eat?
You would be good. Actually, you know what?
I'm not putting that up, John, but that's hilarious.
Jesus,
You're
John.
right.
General T also.
What I really need is a head of faith. Badly.
Oh, and here we go.
Before you're
The
addicted
famous
to it,
vape line.
and it's first step. Okay.
You said no recording, right?
Okay.
Yeah, they're still recording.
If you want, we can put it in the next one.
We're gonna end the recording because now it's time to give her medicine.
Give her a hug, a group hug, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
God bless America. This woman, ma'am, you should take a plea deal. Whatever plea deal they're going to offer you, take it, because this is a train wreck and you look utterly terrible.
Yeah.
You look awful. You look terrible, and you should just take a plea deal because don't make the family go through this. Don't.
Yeah. Which she will, because it is the world revolves around Courtney.
Yeah, I know, but if you are perhaps watching this after we've made fun of you for, what is it, almost 5 hours, come over to Auntie Mo. Come close. Come here. Come here. Come on. Take the plea deal because you look like a thunder cow. Not as big of a thunder cow as Sarah Boone, but you look bad, and you're gonna get a harsher sentence if people see this. So, possibly.
Yeah. Yeah. And don't come within knife throwing distance of me, please.
Yes, also stay away from us. Maybe if when you do get out of your plea deal, maybe think MMA. Channel that rage into something productive. I mean, it seems like you have a lot of rage for some reason. Channel it and become an MMA Ronda Rousey, midweight.
Yes.
Oh
So,
my God, please make this happen.
oh yeah, that would be magic.
And you think I am sending you over to Excited Utterance? She was doing a stream on Richard Allen, and that case is going bananas crazy. There are 3 to 4 filings every day. I am so behind in that, but she probably has all the tea, and I am sending you over there. I hope you have a lovely day. Is there anything you would like to grift, Vale?
No, I'm good. I don't know what I'll
Okay.
be doing next, but we'll definitely be doing this
Yes,
for
and if
sure.
you have any, suggestions, or interviews that you would like me to look at for our next Legal Shenanigans Theater, uh, please, send them in the Discord, or you can DM me on X, or, put it in the comments below this video, or, well, when it becomes a video, you know how that happens by magic or demon stuff, I don't know. Some sort of crazy weird Skynet thing. Then
Yeah.
that would be awesome because we are always looking for horrible people to make fun of. Have
Yes.
a lovely day, you guys, and I hope you enjoy your St. Patrick's Day because everyone is a little bit Irish, just like our president today.
And be safe.
Yes. Designated drivers exist. Get an Uber or stay home and drink like I do.
Yes.
Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.
Y'all.